Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today, doing the what's next on former lightweight champion of the world, Richard Commey, following his one-sided 12-round unanimous decision loss to Vasyl Lomachenko as they competed in a big lightweight battle on Saturday, December 11th, in the main event of an ESPN card. Heading into this one, nobody gave Commey, the former champ, really much of a chance, and, for good reason. I mean, Commey's a great fighter. That's the thing is, I don't want to sell Richard Commey short whatsoever. The dude is a very, very good fighter overall. But, Lomachenko is just on a different level. It's just that simple. He's on a different level than anybody else, and, he dominated Richard Commey, but Richard Commey showed some of the biggest heart I've ever seen, because he got hurt so bad in the 6th round, or 7th round. It was one of those 2 rounds when Lomachenko put him down. He got hurt so bad that I thought he was done. I thought there was no way. And even Lomachenko looked over at the corner like, stop the fight. He's done. And he did it a couple times. And the corner let Richard Commey go. And, it's not as if Commey won any more rounds, but, but the heart that he showed, and with a guy like Commey in this situation, I can't say that the corner should have thrown in the towel or not. At the time, I thought they should have, but I don't think, even though he had no chance of winning the fight on the scorecards, I don't think it was a bad decision to let him keep fighting, because at the end of the day, Lomachenko doesn't have blitzing one-punch power. He's one of those break you down, catch you with a perfect shot type guys. And, he's not a heavy hitter at 135. He's just not. But, he possesses the ability to break you down and stop you. He's one of those guys. And Richard Commey, has that one-punch type power. Richard Commey's a knockout artist. I mean, look at his record. I want to say he's 30-4 now or something like that, and he's 27 knockouts. I mean, the guy's got an insane knockout ratio. So, it wasn't the worst thing of all time to let him stay in there and keep trying for that knockout. He got beat soundly, but he showed a ton of heart, and that's because he is a true top 10 guy and deserves to be a top 10 lightweight. And the big question now is what's next for him. He's lost a couple fights now in the last 2 years, both to the top 2 lightweights in the world, Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez at the time. George Kambosos has taken over from Lopez, but let's run him through the top 10 and see if he's deciding to stay at 135 and go from there and see what's next for Richard Commey. We start with undefeated unified champion George Kambosos Jr. This would make no sense for Kambosos to fight Commey. Commey's coming off another loss. It's not a huge name. It wouldn't make any sense for Kambosos to fight him. Number 2 would be a rematch with Teofimo Lopez. To be honest, I don't think so. I think Lopez already beat Commey, and Lopez doesn't plan on returning to 135 according to his recent statements. But, I wouldn't completely rule it out if they could fight at 140. I just don't think it happens next. Number 3 is a rematch with Lomachenko. Not going to happen. Number 4 is Devin Haney, the WBC champion. Wouldn't make any sense for Haney to take the risk and fight a guy like Commey. Haney's right there on the verge of a major fight with a big name. He does not need to take this fight right here, so I don't see it. Number 5 is Javonte Tank Davis. He's kind of in the same boat. Davis can fight pretty much, if Mayweather can work out, work with one of the other promoters, Davis can pretty much fight who he wants. Why take a step back and take a risk against a heavy hitter like Commey? That doesn't make sense. Number 6 is Ryan Garcia. Kind of the same boat. I mean, he's with Golden Boy and Commey's with Top Rank anyways. I don't think the fight can be worked out, but Ryan has other options with Golden Boy that he could take, that aren't coming off of a loss like that. Number 7 is Jojo Diaz. He's in the same boat. He's coming off of a convincing decision loss to Devin Haney. I don't think he'd want to face a heavy hitter like Richard Commey in his next fight. I wouldn't completely rule it out, but again, this is Top Rank working with Golden Boy too, so not seeing it. Number 8 is Jorge Linares. He's a Matchroom guy with DAZN. Linares is another former world champion. He just has other options that I think he could cash in on before taking a risk and fighting a heavy hitter like Commey. Again, and Matchroom and Top Rank would have to work together, and I don't know how likely that is for a fight of this magnitude. I don't think it's a major fight, so why come together for it? Number 9 is Javier Fortuna, the former junior lightweight champ. He's been with the Zone the last couple fights. Not sure if the fight can be made. He's coming off of a close decision loss to Jojo Diaz in, I think it was July or August of earlier this year. So, I don't think he's signing up to take on, a guy like Richard Commey next, especially if the promotions don't work together. Commey's tied for 10th. You got Isaac Cruz coming off the loss to Javonte Davis, also tied for 10th. I think Cruz would be down to pretty much fight anybody, but I think if his promotion is going to cross the street, it's going to be for a bigger fight than Richard Commey, so I'm not seeing it. And Lee Selby, not really sure where his promotional ties are. He's tied for 10th right now, but I'm not sure, unless it was somewhat of an eliminator, he'd want to fight Richard Commey. So Richard Commey, in my opinion, doesn't have a lot of options that are going to be willing to take him on next in the top 10 at lightweight. But, I wonder if Commey, I think he's big enough. I think he's has great power at 135. Why not move his talents up to 140, a division that could be wide open very soon if Josh Taylor gives up all his belts after a couple defenses and moves up to welterweight? You're looking at a wide open division. It's a fresh start for Commey. Really only Teofimo Lopez is in that division going forward. And the thing is what happened in that fight. Commey got caught with a great shot early in a fight that he was a favorite in. Nobody thought if Lopez was going to knock him out that it was going to happen that quick. I just think it was not a lucky shot. He just got cut with a perfect shot and got surprisingly knocked out by Lopez. So you can kind of write that off a little bit and start over from scratch. That I think most people don't believe that Teofimo Lopez is that much better than Richard Commey. The result wasn't the result that night didn't necessarily explain how much better Lopez is. I think it was just kind of one of those freak things that happened. So I think Commey would do wonders moving up to 140. I think it would be good for him to make another run and try to become a 2-division world champion and test the waters there. That's just me. I think the chances of him doing that are pretty strong, and I think it's something he should look into. So that's it. That's the what's next for former lightweight champion of the world, Richard Commey, coming off the loss to Vasyl Lomachenko. I hope you guys enjoyed it. True Boxing, you've been here with the truth.